Okay, and we're live. So welcome, guys. Welcome to the webinar tonight. Just to jump right into it. No, this is not a scam. I saw a couple of things in the chat roll here from people jumping on board. Like, it's kind of silly. Like, the first thing you ask when you jump onto a webinar, is this a scam? Yep, total scam. You should go away. Save your money. So what we're actually going to show you guys tonight, I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to guarantee. One, you're either going to find out how to make a lot of money, or two, you're going to find out how to basically avoid losing thousands and thousands of dollars if you go and try to do this stuff on your own. I can tell you, you guys have seen a couple emails from me. You've seen some videos on Facebook. You've talked with people in our community probably. You're going to hear from people on this webinar that were in your shoes watching this webinar, in some cases a matter of a few months ago, that had no background, nothing, no online experience. They created businesses online, created full-time, in some cases amazing full-time incomes, and walked away from their jobs, traveled the world. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. And we have dozens more in our community that have been able to replicate the exact same thing, hundreds of people making money. And we have just basically gotten started. We've been doing this here with this system for about 12 months now. So the opportunity is wide open. You guys are going to get a chance to see what that's all about after the training tonight. But I just wanted to let you guys know, like, we're all real people. Like, you're going to get to hear from us. You're going to get to answer or ask some questions and stuff. I keep seeing somebody say something about Tai Lopez, or asking about Tai Lopez people. Tai Lopez is a big social media internet marketer guy. This is not his program. We're not affiliated with him. I know some background on that, but anyway, what we're going to show you guys how to do is how to start a business online, make as much money as you want to make, assuming you're willing to put in the work, and how to get started with no prior experience and the fastest and easiest way possible by leveraging our 90% done for you system. We have a system that helps you avoid all those common mistakes and the scams and the wasted money and time and effort, so you can just get the results you're looking for faster. Okay, once you're getting the results, once you're making some money, you can start to buy your time back. You can start to learn the higher level skill sets. You can learn how to do all this stuff on your own, or in conjunction with us, our mentorship. And you can take your business to whatever level you want to go. Okay, so with that, I'm going to kind of jump right into it. So we got some funny things in the chat. So yes, this is live, Carolyn. This is streamed through YouTube Live. It's a Google platform, Google Hangouts platform. So if you pause it, it'll just delay the feed. That's why you can pause it. All right. So yeah, same as TiVo, DVR, all that kind of stuff, right? So with that, I'm going to jump into the training. Some people are going to moderate the chat, some of our coaches and stuff, answer a few questions, but pay attention to the information. Write some, take some notes if you need. It's really foundational information, but there's always that 5–10% at the end that are still like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like this, we literally break this stuff down as simple as possible to make it easy for anybody to understand. Okay. And so that's what my goal is tonight. But if you do have questions, we're going to have some time at the end to answer those for you. Okay. So with that, go ahead and let me know when you can see my screen. You good to go?
You're good, Coach.
So, how to start your own online lifestyle business that pays you enough money to fire your boss without being a tech expert or needing any prior online experience. And let me explain two things real quick. A lifestyle business is simply a business that you can use to create the income you want to allow you to design your whatever lifestyle you want, whether you want to travel, whether you like to, want to just stay home with the kids, do anything like that. You just don't want to have to commute in the morning. Or maybe you like working, 12, 15-hour days and, 6 days a week. You can do that as well. And you can scale a business to whatever level you want to go. But it's your choice. Also, there's no requirement for anybody here to quit their job. However, what you'll find is if you're making 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 times your current income, like a lot of people that have done this with us have been able to do, in a very short period of time, they just find that they can't afford to work for their employer anymore. You know, it just doesn't make sense when they could invest that time and effort into their business and get far more in return. Okay, so if you love your job, that's great. If you don't, stick around, pay attention, because we'll show you how to get rid of that. Here's a little about me. So you probably got some emails from me telling you guys a little about my story, but I just want to kind of give you a quick recap. If you're, maybe you just recently registered for the webinar and you haven't seen all the emails or whatever. I'm a former U.S. Army captain. I graduated West Point in 2007. That's the U.S. Military Academy. I went to Iraq and Afghanistan, and the military was all right, but I decided in 2014 to get out and become a full-time entrepreneur. Okay, I was, I was looking for the future. I was looking into like what was going to happen family-wise, and I just saw a lot of deployments and a lot of, time spent in countries I didn't want to really spend them in, and I wanted to do something different. And I didn't know anything about business or entrepreneurship, but I knew I had confidence I could figure it out. Well, I tried to figure it out, and it wasn't exactly the easiest way to do it. I actually got scammed out of a lot of money, probably more money than anyone watching this webinar. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So if you guys are a little skeptical coming onto this, I totally understand. Healthy skepticism is fine. We encourage that. You need to look at the options and make, a logical choice for what makes sense for you. However, there's a such thing as unhealthy skepticism that precludes you or makes you blind to any opportunity. That is a killer. That will, if you have that type of skepticism, that kind of a toxic or negative outlook on life, you are never going to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve in terms of your financial goals. I can guarantee you that. So don't be that person. Full-time, six-figure-a-year online marketer. We have actually multiple people in our community that have achieved that as well. You'll hear from some of them as well. I personally coach hundreds of people on how to create a real, sustainable, consistent income on the internet, and you guys are going to be one of them, or some of them. So here's what you'll learn during this workshop. You're going to learn how to start your own online business and generate leads without having to pester family and friends, so you can create a real, scalable business which will give you true economic freedom and allow you to fire your boss for good if you want. And what we mean by that is, there's a lot of home business opportunities and things out there. You guys, if you're on this webinar, probably half of you have tried something like that before. But what I can tell you is that this is different than probably anything you've ever seen. And this business does not rely on you going out and, chasing down people in coffee shops or spamming people's timelines or hassling family and friends to get them to buy some stuff. That's not what we do. And we're going to show you how we do that, or how to avoid that. How to get started today without any prior experience so you can start making money quickly, and how anyone can actually plug in and earn an income by using our system that is 90% automated. And we're going to talk about exactly what that entails, so you'll know. And the new way to build an online business that can pay you as much as $4,000 per customer, which is pretty cool. You can do a lot with 4K and much, much more. So why this is important to you right now? Well, most of what you've probably seen about making money online is dead wrong. I already saw a few comments in the chat from people, and I can tell just based on that, there's some people in the crowd that have looked into this stuff before. There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of things that aren't scams, but they're very, very difficult. They make things, they're very expensive. They make things a lot easier than or sound a lot easier than they actually are. And they get blamed as being scams because, people fail at them all the time. And they're perfectly fine with that though, because they're more than happy to take your money. It's hard enough to build up enough money for retirement with a normal job, let alone pay the day-to-day bills. Obviously, if you guys are watching this workshop, you're looking for something else. Otherwise, you'd be watching TV, you'd be out at the bar having a beer or doing whatever it is you do. But so I commend you guys for at least, checking out something different, checking out your options and doing something above and beyond what the average person is doing right now, because that gives you a chance to have an above average lifestyle. The internet is still young, and the action takers of today will reap the rewards tomorrow and well into the future. And your lack of prior experience will not hold you back, and I'll show you why. I get this question all the time. People say they're not tech savvy. They don't know how to mess with computers. Well, not a big deal. If you're able to watch this on your phone or your iPad or your computer, you can log into Facebook, you can watch a video and point and click. This thing can work for you. So there are people just like you. You're actually going to hear from some of these guys tonight. We have many more in our community as well. I need a new slide. I need to make the picture smaller at this point. But these guys watch this webinar, in some cases a matter of just a few months ago, and they've been able to create full-time incomes, in some cases massive incomes, walk away from their jobs, travel the world, buy all kinds of cool toys, get out of debt, help out their parents. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do if you know how to build a business online and you know how to write your own paycheck. And that's what we're going to show you how to do. So is this for you? If you're tired of waking up to an alarm clock every day just to get to a job that you can't stand, if you're struggling to pay the bills and you're sick and tired of living a life of never having enough, if you want to travel, if you want to be your own boss, this is for you. If you want to spend more time with your family and have the money to do the things you want in life, if you've got no nest egg or retirement and you want to make sure you and your loved ones have a secure future, if you've tried and failed at businesses where you pester your family and friends, you go to hotel meetings and home parties only to end up with less money and a garage full of products that you don't need, then pay close attention. This is definitely for you. You're going to actually learn how to make real money. This is, you're not going to be selling lipsticks and lotions and potions, vitamins, all that kind of stuff. However, if you take this skill set and you do have one of those types of businesses, you can use this skill set to be extremely successful in it if that's something you want to do. If you're worried about failing because you don't have a lot of experience online, this is also for you. You're going to discover that this online business is 90% automated again, which makes it easy for anyone to see success regardless of your background, as long as you're willing to put in the work. This is, we can call it hard work, but it's not really hard work. This is not, this is not walking a patrol in Baghdad. This is not, working on construction. This is not working in the oil field on rigs. There's no life-threatening situations here. This isn't working 12 to 16-hour shifts at the hospital. This takes some consistent effort, and you have to learn a new skill set, but absolutely anybody can be successful. It doesn't matter where you come from. Here are the ground rules. No push a button and get rich. This is not a trading software, binary options, Forex, money schemes, money games, pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes, MLM. What else is out there? Gambling. This is not we show you how to generate leads online. We show you how to do it in a very predictable manner and to create profitable campaigns. It's very, it takes some testing, but the results are very predictable if you put in the work. Don't make $1 million next week. We have people that have made multiple six figures. We have 7-figure earners in our community as well. However, that didn't happen overnight. Obviously, they put in a lot of work and time and effort. It is absolutely possible to make an amazing income. However, this is not going to happen next week. No time wasters or tire kickers. This workshop is for people that actually want to, again, go above and beyond what they're currently doing to get above and beyond their current financial results. That requires doing something that requires some effort. It drives me crazy when people send me a message or an email and they're skeptical and all this kind of stuff, and then I answer a question or two and they're like, okay, well, how fast will I start making money? Like, well, holy crap, this is a business. It comes down to you and what you're gonna do. You can start making money right away. Literally, I've had people make money on their very first day. I've had people never make money. It's totally up to you and what you're gonna put into it. So that's one of the indicators that this is not a scheme or a scam or something. There's no guarantees that you make money right away, but the people that do, they put in work. Our system is proven to convert. You are the only variable in this. We've done millions of dollars in revenue. This is not a theory. Doesn't really matter to us, so much what you do. It's going to matter a lot to you though. What decision you make with this. Let's make a deal. I'm going to give it to you straight. No hype, none of the, blowing smoke, all that kind of stuff. If you commit to actually doing something with this information. So do we have a deal? If so, drop it in the chat. Let me know. Just type in deal and we'll get rolling here. So we're going to jump into the training, but before we begin, do you already have online experience, or are you already 100% sure you want what we have? If so, get ready to act quickly, because at the end of this training, there will be an opportunity for you to join our community and get a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call, Facebook ads training, a 90% done for you marketing system, and more for just $99, and that's $99 US, by the way. Starting now, though, I'm actually offering a special Fast Start bonus for the initial serious action takers. Now, this is for people that have already seen this training or have talked with someone in our community that are already all in and know how amazing our system is and are committed to making money as fast as possible. If that is you, get ready. So what's included when you join? For your Fast Start bonus, you will get a private invitation to an elite income earner training call after you start your business, and a custom branded income accelerator sales funnel that will be individually created just for you when you earn your first $10,000 with us. Now, I know people in this industry that charge between $1,000 and $10,000 just for a custom branded sales funnel, but yours will be free. If you already have been in this space at all, you know how much of a value this is. If you haven't, we're going to actually cover what a sales funnel is in the training. When you jump on this offer now, you still get 100% 14-day money-back guarantee in case you feel this is not for you for whatever reason. Again, this is first come, first serve. When the button disappears, the bonus offer will be gone, and we're only going to have that up there for a few minutes. Money loves speed. I've had several mentors tell me that. And I'm willing to bet that those serious action takers that jump on this offer will begin making money faster than anyone else watching this. And I'm fine with giving them an unfair advantage because I want to work with people that have a winning mindset. We get to choose who we want to work with. We get to choose who we want to invest our time into to coach and mentor and train. And so if you demonstrate you're the type of person that is willing to take that on and willing to take action on our recommendations, and we're not just wasting our breath, that's what, who we want to focus on. And that is part of the secret sauce to why we have so many people getting such amazing results so fast. So let's move on. My online business provides me a consistent $30,000 per month income every single month. That might sound crazy, but to me, a couple of years ago, that would have sounded totally crazy. I wouldn't have believed it myself. But it wasn't always like this. I struggled as an entrepreneur and burned through a lot of cash when I first got started. Like I said, I got scammed out of $78,000 investing into an advertising company. This was money I'd saved up from multiple deployments overseas. I started investing into real estate, and that's what money I was saving to invest into to buying some properties. But instead, I ended up investing into this company after I got out of the Army. I didn't have a job at this time, by the way, too. I was trying a lot of different stuff. I was trying to be an entrepreneur and learn about business, and I just totally got taken. It was it was a bad deal. I'm still in a lawsuit trying to recover some of it, but it's probably never going to happen. I started online marketing after that. But then I still didn't make money for about 7 or 8 months. And then only after investing everything I had left, plus going into over $30,000 into debt. Oh, and by the way, I didn't have an income. I didn't have a job. I was still trying to make this stuff work. It was not a fun time. Then it happened. I knew those were the right mentors succeeded quickly. And I actually started to listen to people. I'd heard that my original mentors online were helping brand new people to online marketing get absolutely unheard of results and way faster than it took me. These were people that were following instructions and that were being coachable, that were plugging into training consistently and taking action and doing the work. I dove into everything they were doing. We collaborated and we put together a truly transformational support community with premier training, and really the rest is history. And you're going to hear some of the results from all this. We've already helped thousands of people begin total life transformations, and you're going to have the opportunity to be next. So my life changed for the better. I've been able to recover my losses, work my way out of debt. I don't have to pinch pennies anymore and stress over bills. I have enough money to help people in need I care about, and will soon be able to help my parents retire and travel. I took my mom to the Caribbean a few months ago. We're going to Israel later on this year. I get to set my own schedule. I just flew home for a few days just last week. Going out to Vegas for a couple marketing events coming up and some team events as well. I can go visit family and friends and take spontaneous trips without worrying about the costs. I don't have to ask off work. I don't have to fill in 18 pages of paperwork and submit it to my superior in the Army just to go somewhere for the weekend. And the reason for my rapid success is I was desperate to succeed for myself and my family, and I was willing to put in the work. That's really what it came down to. And I learned the hard way, you have to listen to mentors, or I had to listen to mentors that had what I wanted. And I'd recommend you do the same. You know, if you want results in any particular area in your life, you need to model people that are getting those results. And you need to take advice from people only that have the results in the area you're looking for. You know, if you want financial success, talk with somebody that has it. You know, talk with somebody that's, if you have a medical issue, you're going to talk with a doctor. If you have a legal issue, you're going to talk with a lawyer, someone that's qualified to give you advice in that area. Same thing here. You know, don't talk with people that don't own a business, and definitely don't, you know, you really need to talk with people that know how to make a full-time income on the internet, because that is, you know, that is different than, you know, business even, you know, 10, 15 years ago. People and people that are business owners now, they don't even understand a lot of times this world like we do. And that's where the opportunity is. So I plugged into a simple system and I followed it step by step, and you're going to be able to do the same. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to jump into the training here. I'm going to give you this warning though. You can't unsee this information. If you're not an action taker, if you don't actually jump on this information and do something with it, all it's going to be is probably something that kind of nags you in the back of your head when you're having a bad day at work, when you're fighting through traffic, when you're, you know, looking at your balance in your bank account towards the end of the month and you have more month left over than money, and you look back at this and you're going to wonder, what would have happened? What would my life have been like? What would my bank account balance be like? You know, where would I be living if I had taken action on this information? Don't have that regret. Don't be that person. So we're going to jump into it. 3 pillars to a 6-figure online business. You have to find a product that people want, create a sales funnel that converts, and find high quality traffic. And we're going to break each of these down. So product that people want. And why are we talking about finding a product that people want? Well, most of you probably don't already have your own product. You haven't created an invention, patented it, or, you know, create an info product or anything like that. So the easiest way to get started actually making some money is to learn how to market a product that already converts, that already works well, that people want, and that's going to pay you. That's what we're talking about. You need to find an offer, and the perfect offer is a product that pays high commissions. You want to find a product that solves a pain your customer is having. You want to find a product that you can sell online. If you get all 3 of these, you're going to be in a good spot. So did you know that 9 out of 10 times when a purchase is made online, someone is actually getting paid a commission? It's not just you typically going straight to a store and buying something from a store online. A lot of times, whether you know it or not, someone like me, you know, is going to be wherever they are in the world, is going to be getting paid for something you're doing, and you don't even know it. This normally happens behind the scenes. What if you knew how to get the right offers in front of the right people, and instead of someone else earning that commission, it was actually you? That's what we're going to show you how to do. Here are some companies with affiliate programs. There's Amazon, Walmart, Groupon, eBay, Expedia, Best Buy, Apple iTunes. I'm sure you guys have heard of these companies. And the list goes on and on. In fact, just do a Google search of a company that you like, followed by affiliate program, and see what pops up. Now, they may call it a partner program or a referral program, but the bottom line is this is performance-based advertising. And it makes sense for almost any company out there. They are more than happy to pay me or you, an affiliate, a commission for bringing them a customer, because they didn't have to take on the risk to put out their advertising dollars for potentially not getting a return, for not getting a customer. Instead, I'm bringing them a customer and they're just paying me a commission on the back end. Now I'm taking on that risk, but fortunately, I know what I'm doing, and you're going to as well. Now, you can sign up to be an affiliate for a particular company, or you can actually sign up right now to be an affiliate or with multiple networks that have multiple offers that will pay you commissions. There's NCN, there's ClickBank, Max Bounty, ClickShore, Commission Junction, PureFly, Offer Vault, and the list goes on and on. Sorry about that. Don't worry too much about it though, because you actually don't need to sign up for any of these. The thing is, you know, here's some examples of offers and commissions off ClickBank. These are info products, obviously low ticket, low commission products. You know, $4 here and there, $1.62, $4.12, $4.54, and a bunch of different niches. There's home business, weight loss, gardening, a lot of how-to products, everything you can imagine. The thing is, you know, there's already well-established super affiliates that run massive volume to offers like these, and they know their numbers, they know what their margins are, and they have massive lists that they built up over the years. And it's really hard for a new person. Imagine trying to set up a discount store next to a Walmart. You're not going to be able to compete, right? The better thing to do is to set up a high-end boutique store and get some high-end clients and make those big sales. And that's what we're actually going to show you how to do online. And it's much, much easier for a new person to get 1 or 2 or 3 high-ticket, high-commission sales, you know, in a given month, and create that full-time income that can allow you to, you know, quit your job and do this full-time, than it is to go off and try to sell 1,000 ClickBank products in your first month. That's really hard to do, right? So how do you actually do that? Well, you have to create a sales funnel that converts. So what is a sales funnel? Well, a sales funnel simply takes people from being interested in something to making a buying decision. In this case, they would be going through your affiliate link, and so you get credit for that buying decision. The goal is to convert cold traffic into raving buyers, and that's simply a term we use to explain or to refer to people buying. Okay, so when someone buys, that means that's a conversion. If you can create a sales funnel that converts, it's like printing your own money. And it is, turning advertising dollars into wealth, or is the fastest way I know of to build wealth here in 2017. Would you trade $5 for one of these? This is exactly what we're talking about. This is not a trick question. You know, if you would, type it in the chat. Just type yes. Creating a converting sales funnel. You know, and that's what we're talking about. Traditionally, it requires technical knowledge and design experience and marketing know-how. The tools needed can be expensive, and it can take some time to get it all set up for the best results. You know, if you're talking about putting $5 in advertising and making $10 back or $20 back or $50 or $100 back, you know, people, obviously that's an amazing opportunity, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of time and effort and experience and a lot of money actually to set it all up and test it. Here's how a sales funnel actually works visually here. So imagine an actual funnel. At the top of it, we're dumping website visitors into there through multiple different traffic sources all over the internet. And a portion of these people, you know, these people are just clicking online. You know, sometimes we know what they're interested in, sometimes we don't. But what's going to happen is we have a series of advertisements and content that's going to turn a portion of those into leads. And now we know what they're interested in, and we have some information. And they're going to get sent, you know, a series of offers through email and through additional advertisements and you know, things on the website and all kinds of stuff that ultimately is going to turn them into a customer of a particular product. And the key here is actually not to just acquire customers, but to acquire and retain customers that love what you have to offer and are going to continue to buy from you over and over again. It is always less expensive to retain a customer and to just offer them something more and much more profitable rather than going out and paying to acquire a new customer. So that is one of the key reasons, or the keys to actually building a long-term, large, sustainable business, whether it's online or offline. And that's one of the reasons why it doesn't make sense for us to, you know, run a scam or do any of that kind of stuff. You know, and some of the questions I get about that kind of thing, it just doesn't make much sense for the time and effort and the work involved and the investment on our part to put this whole thing together. It doesn't make sense for us to try to rip people off, because it's going to cost more money. It's going to put, you know, you at legal risk with the FBI and all this other stuff. And you're going to feel bad about yourself, you know, not to mention you're going to get, you know, it's just all around a bad deal to live your life that way and to rip people off. So, you know, if you're the type of person that is, you know, interested in something like that, and I talk to people that are, I talk to people that literally they just want to join something and get paid and then scam a bunch of people and get paid off them. And that's not what this is. And we're not going to work with you if we figure out that you're that type of person. In fact, you will be kicked out. So you need all this for a sales funnel to work. You need high quality traffic, high converting capture pages, high converting sales, engaging and helpful email follow-ups, a great product. Upsells and downsells are optional, but they're encouraged. You can easily spend countless hours and over $10,000 testing your funnel to get the highest converting sales. And I know from experience, and I know from the experience of friends of mine, every single internet marketer I know that has tried to do this on their own has spent hundreds of hours and at minimum, actually $15,000 and greater, either in cash or going into debt in order to make this stuff work. And if you can do it for only 10 or 15K, you're actually in a really good spot, because most people that have done this that I've seen, we've done upwards of investing $30,000 to even $100,000, and anywhere in between before we actually make all this stuff happen. It's not easy to do. You don't need to do this though. I'm actually going to show you an alternative, like I said before, that will save you thousands of dollars and a lot of time and frustration later. And the final pillar here, high quality traffic. So what is traffic? Well, in the online marketing world, we often refer to visitors to a website as traffic, okay? And without traffic, nothing else matters. Imagine a shopping mall with no people. It's really hard to make money that way, right? But just any traffic won't do. So what we mean is we need high quality traffic. That means your traffic must match your offer. It's not enough to just have a million clicks on a website. These people that are clicking on a website need to be interested in, it needs to be targeted. They need to be interested in what you have to offer. Here's an example. Let's say you're promoting a course that teaches women how to potty train their toddlers. Would you rather have traffic from a Facebook moms group or traffic from an ad on a hot rod website? You know, it makes sense, right? If you were selling Omaha steaks as an affiliate online and running ads to their website, you wouldn't be targeting an audience of vegans. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. The more targeted your traffic is to your offer, the better it's going to convert, meaning more people will buy, and the lower your advertising costs will be as well. The better your ads will perform, and the less the smaller amount you'll be charged to advertise. That means more money in your pocket both ways. So if you have a great offer, a converting sales funnel that's proven and tested, and high quality traffic that is congruent to the offer, guess what? That is going to provide you a consistent income that will allow you to actually do whatever it is you want to do in life. It'll allow you to buy back your time, to quit your job, to travel the world. You can make as much money online as you want to make. Money doesn't solve all your problems. It's not gonna, you're not gonna take it with you. But I can tell you, having been, seen both sides of it, having lost everything I had and going into, tens of thousands of dollars into debt, and now being on the other side of it, it's just a lot less stressful. I'm not sprouting a new gray hair, every day, or at least not, not as fast. And, I don't feel like I have an ulcer all the time, trying to figure out how you're going to pay the credit card bill and how you're going to pay rent, and, it's just, and buy food and all that kind of stuff. Like, that just sucks. I would much rather deal with other problems that don't have to deal with, how am I gonna pay rent, or how am I gonna make that truck payment, or what's gonna happen if I can't provide for my child. 2 ways to profit. Method 1, direct linking. Pick an offer and send traffic with an ad. This is really simple and easy, and a lot of people try to do this. Method 2, build an email list and sell to your subscribers over and over again. It's a bit more technical, a little more challenging, and less people try to do this. Let's say you wanted to do method 1, pick an offer and use ads. One way is you just put an offer in front of a chosen audience with ads, and some might buy right now. That's typically only a small percentage that will buy at first sight. And to be honest, you're probably not going to have anybody buy when you first try to do that. You can make some money this way, but it's really not the best way to profit online. It's very hard to scale. I have made money this way, but it's not the easiest way to go about it. And really, to be good at it, you need to have some experience. And even if you are good at it and you have experience, guess what? Anybody that really knows what they're doing, they build a list. They build a targeted email list. It's where you give people an offer that they can't refuse to join your list. A free report, webinar, video training, some piece of content, a discount code or a coupon, a free product, a membership, something that is interesting, and it's basically considered an irresistible offer. It's so good, of course I'm going to give you my email because I want whatever it is you have to offer. Now, some people will then buy your paid offer that you give them right away, but most will not. The good news here is now you can keep selling over email, increase your conversions, making you more money. And this is how the online marketing pros do it. And you want to be a professional. You don't want to be an amateur. Amateurs get paid like amateurs. Professionals get paid like professionals. This is the secret formula to 6 or 7 figures online. And we show you exactly how to do this. In fact, we do it for you. Here's an example from this webinar. You guys probably opted into a lead capture page similar to this one. It could have looked different, but the bottom line is you gave your name and email, you got a series of emails from me, and guess what? This works. And you're proof because you're here right now on the free online workshop, watching this, sitting on the edge of your seats, taking detailed notes, I am sure. Building a list is key to online success, and the money is in the list. If you're a successful internet marketer, the rule of thumb is if you have basically for every person you have on your list, every name on your email list, and an active subscriber that is engaged, you should be earning about $1 per name per month. So if you have a 10,000 person email list and it's an active list and you're offering high quality offers, and you know what you're doing, you should be making $10,000 a month at a minimum. And there's people with lists making much more than that, even with small lists. And that's because of high ticket offers. Now you know the system. Others are using the 3-step system to big online profits to make 6 and 7 figures per year. You're going to hear from some of them in just a second. And in fact, what I've shown you here tonight, you could go out and do this all on your own. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. There's a big problem. Your time. You're going to have to spend countless hours learning the ropes before you finally get success and started making money. Here in 2017, everybody wants everything now. Now, success doesn't happen overnight, but there's ways to get to cut some corners and to take some, it's still going to take some work, but there are some ways to avoid, the holes in the road, the pits that can, suck a lot of your time and your money, trying to overcome technical challenges, trying to buy into these massive programs that cost $20,000 and $30,000 and $40,000. You don't need to do all that. Also, and that goes into this, your money. You will have to spend your money getting everything set up in your sales funnel and testing to make sure it converts. This can easily cost you over $10,000. I will prove it to you in just a second. Or you're going to have to hire somebody to do this for you, and they're going to charge you even more. Now is the time to make money online. If you're an ambitious person, maybe you could take what I just laid out and create this all in 30 days. It took me about 7 or 8 months, but maybe you're a high-speed, low-drag individual. For building funnels, we use ClickFunnels, Aweber, ClickMagick, WordPress. For hosting, we use HostGator. And for traffic, we use Facebook, Google, YouTube, and Instagram, and connect it all together, primarily Facebook though. But if you want click-by-click training, showing you exactly how we do all this without having to buy all this stuff, then we're gonna show you the perfect solution here. But let's say you wanted to do this on your own. I wanna give you guys some resources and some value here and some proof of what it's gonna actually take. So you have an idea of where to start. ClickFunnels, you will need something like ClickFunnels or ClickFunnels itself. This is a program we use to build specific types of websites that are actually sales funnels. This starts off at about $100 a month, 99 bucks a month. But if you have the pro package like I do, you'll actually spend about $3,500 a year on that. Aweber, this is an email autoresponder. This is where we actually collect the leads and we integrate that with ClickFunnels. And then we also mail out emails through this. You can't just use your normal Gmail or Yahoo account. That'll be going into the spam folder. So you need an email autoresponder, and that starts off pretty cheap, about 17, 18 bucks a month. However, as you start adding names to your list, they're gonna charge you more. I currently, this number is actually a little dated. I currently spend about $7,000 or $8,000 a year just on Aweber. ClickMagick. This is a link tracking and filtering software. This is to get highly accurate data, and data is king. You have to get accurate data to know how well your advertising campaigns are doing. You don't want to be wasting money. ClickMagick allows you to do that. That is $792 a year. And Webinar Jams, this is the program you're watching right now. This is how we're actually streaming this information to you. If you are a consultant or a coach, speaker, author, you have an opportunity or some kind of type of product you want to sell to a large audience, you're going to need a program like this. And it doesn't come cheap. It's about $397 a year. And the competitors are all roughly the same. So for these 4 tools, just to have these 4 tools, that will at least put you on the field or put you in the game. Just to have a chance at succeeding here, you're looking at investing about $2,600 a year on the low end. And more realistically, once you actually get this thing running, you're probably spending over 10 grand a year just on tools. Now, we're not even talking about advertising or coaching or seminars or info products or traffic and advertising. Let us save you money and do the heavy lifting by actually doing 90% of the work for you and help you avoid buying all this stuff that you don't actually need. So here's the deal. I've created a team and community called Team Phoenix, where we show you step-by-step how this works. When you become part of the team, you also discover how you can make commissions of up to $4,000 per customer, and you don't even have to do selling yourself. Now here's the thing. If there is any legit business, just period, offline or online, they have to be selling a product or multiple products. So obviously any commissions that you're gonna make come from product sales. So there has to be sales. However, a lot of people aren't great at sales. They don't understand how the sales process works. They don't understand about serving a customer and delivering value in exchange for money. They think, it's a win-loss type scenario. And, if you have that mindset, we're going to help you change it over time. However, maybe you're just not comfortable and you just don't want to, or you don't have the time to do sales yourself. That is fine. We actually have a system in place that we do sales for you, high ticket sales that will earn you thousands of dollars in commissions. So here's what this will do for you. You're going to discover how to get hordes of targeted visitors that are ready to buy from you. Getting set up is 100% done for you, and all you have to do is plug in. You'll discover a stealth Facebook ads method that no one is talking about that makes it easy to get traffic flowing and possibly make money from day one. Again, I have had people make money on their very first day, very first week, very first 2 weeks, very first month. However, it doesn't happen for everybody, and for some people, it never happens. It comes down to you and what you're going to do, what you're going to put into this. I have had people come into this and never place a single ad. If you don't place an ad, you're not going to generate leads. If you don't generate leads, you're not going to get a sale. So that's kind of what it comes down to. You'll be able to make money while you sleep, though, using our 90% automated system. And we're going to cover exactly what that is. That's not a gimmicky or a hypey statement. The internet is open 24/7, 365. Your ads can be working for you whether you're awake or asleep. It doesn't matter. And if your ads are working for you, you're getting leads, you're going to get sales. So we hand you a high converting offer that's proven to get results. We've tested this offer. This is, for 97% of people, this is an absolute no-brainer. And it's something like you've never seen before. I can guarantee you that. We've done millions of dollars with this offer, and you're going to want to be able to leverage this. We build your capture pages for you. You don't have to go out and buy ClickFunnels or lead pages and learn how to do split testing and try to make your capture pages convert. We build your autoresponders for you, so you don't have to go out and pay thousands of dollars a year for Aweber or Infusionsoft or GetResponse. We email leads on your behalf, so you don't have to hire a copywriter or buy a copywriting program to learn how to write email copy and learn how to get your emails delivered and all that kind of stuff. We handle sales presentations, webinars. You don't have to get out in front of people. You don't have to talk with people face to face. You don't have to go to hotel meetings and home parties. We close sales for you. You don't even have to handle any kind of order processing or customer support. No inventory requirement. We handle your coaching calls. All you have to do is follow click-by-click training on setting up your ads. That is the 10% of the process. That is the work that's involved for you. So are you ready to join this powerful team? Here's how this works. When you join Team Phoenix, you get personal coaching, access to our success team and resources, team support groups, weekly webinars and weekly trainings, ongoing mentorship tools and training to ensure your online business is a success, Facebook ads training with step-by-step modules, and access to our Sleeping Giant product that produces commissions as high as $4,000 per customer and generated over $1 million the very first month with our click-by-click system and millions more since then. So personal coaching. We're gonna break each of these down. You get 30 minutes one-on-one with myself or one of our leaders to map out a game plan for your success. We have over 30 full-time coaches at this point that are doing this for you. This will help you get off on the right foot. You'll begin seeing results quickly and know exactly what to do next. This is a $499 value, and that's a real value. Access to our success team and resources. You're gonna get access to our team for ongoing questions support. You're going to be able to use all of our team's resources. We're not holding anything back. You're in business for yourself, but you're certainly not by yourself. Our team is here to help you succeed in every way possible. And if you ever get stuck or you just need a little help, our leaders are here to help you along the way. That is a $4,899 value. Team group weekly webinars and weekly trainings. So you're going to get ongoing training with our team to make you an expert and ensure you build your online business as big as you want. We have a lot of people, they come in and they just want to make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month, $2,000, something like that. Very, very minimal expectations. Very, very achievable to do. But we have some people that really want to, swing for the fences, and they want to make 5 figures a month. They want to be able to travel the world and, live a luxurious lifestyle and, have money to left over to help people and to invest and grow and scale their business and get to, get to being like a Brian or a Kayla or Shauna, Melissa or Jesse, making absolutely ridiculous amounts of money. And if that's you, we have training and mentorship in place to help you grow and scale your business to whatever level you want. Now, obviously, that's going to take more time and effort and work and investment, but you can do that. It's achievable, and we have plenty of people that have done it. We'll cover everything you need to start making money right away during weekly trainings. All trainings recorded, so you can always go back if you ever want a refresher on anything, or if you miss our live training because you're still working that job, before we help you get out of it. That is a $299 a month value. And Facebook Ads membership site access. So Facebook is one of the easiest ways to get that high quality traffic we talked about earlier flowing into your sales funnel. Now you're going to get step-by-step training modules that will show you exactly how to start making money with Facebook ads right away. We're talking about sponsored posts through the Facebook advertising platform, not spamming people's timelines or posting links on your wall and trying to get people, begging people to buy your stuff. That's not how we do things. This over-the-shoulder training is newbie friendly and retails for over $800. Actually, I need to update that. And it's included right now for free. We're constantly updating it with the latest strategies from Facebook Marketing Pros. And this is a $997 value. Mentorship tools and training. So many of the tools you need to get your online business off the ground would easily set you back hundreds or even thousands of dollars. I laid out exact prices of what I pay earlier. You're going to get everything you need to start building a successful online business when you join the Team Phoenix community. And just for ongoing mentorship, I'll just give you an example and a frame of reference. My mentors currently charge $10,000 a year for mentorship for their coaching program. And that is actually severely undervalued in the market. Myself, my starting price is $3,000, typically $3,000 to $5,000 for mentorship and consulting outside of this opportunity here. What you're going to get is all of that included with myself, all of the leaders here, plus you're going to get ongoing mentorship with no time limit on it. We have a vested interest in wanting you to be successful with this whole thing, and we want to have many more success stories, even many more than we currently have. And so all we do, our focus is on helping you succeed. And that ongoing mentorship and that team, that community, that is really truly priceless. You're going to get access to our live events. Where you're actually going to meet us and the people in our community face to face. We have thousands of people at this point all over the world. A lot of people in the US and Canada, but we have tons of people in Australia, New Zealand, and Japan, and Egypt, in Africa, and Europe, the UK. So there's, this is a global community at this point, and you're going to be joining something that really is going to be, it's becoming and will become a movement, a global movement. And it's really priceless to be on the cutting edge of that. So you're getting the exact system that people on this webinar have exclusively used to quit their jobs and design their dream lifestyles. Your investment. So if you tried to build your own online business, you could easily invest thousands of dollars in training and tools just to get started. Now it's possible to do it on your own, but why? When you join Team Phoenix, you get access to ongoing training and a team of success-minded people that are focused on your success. Everything you're getting today, it's valued at $9,694. And you won't pay anywhere near that today. We actually originally planned to open the doors to this at $499, which is still a great deal. When I tell my friends in the internet marketing space about this, they assume we're charging like $1,000 for the value we offer. And I tell them, no, it's not $1,000. They're like, oh, well, what is it, like $500, $600? It's not even that. And at that, you're still saving thousands of dollars because the one-on-one coaching call alone would normally set you back $499. And these are real prices. There are people that charge way more than this. How does this sound though? We want to make this as easy as possible, as accessible as possible for anybody that is actually serious to invest into themselves and to get started with us and make this work. $99. So when you join tonight, you're going to get everything we just covered for $99, and that's $99 US. So here's what you need to do. Click the button below that says join our team. You should see that pop up. If you're on your a mobile device, you might need to minimize your screen to see that button. Unlock your account right away and get everything we just covered. And then we'll then add you to our private mastermind Facebook group, schedule a coaching call, and begin your training. And you'll be on the road to freedom. We can work at your speed. As fast as you want to go, we can get you there. So let's recap. If you want to learn how to build a profitable online business, get started without technical skills or prior experience, save time, money, and skip all the common mistakes that most people make, and start making real money, and join these recent job quitters and many others, and click the button, invest $99 into yourself and change your life. But it actually gets better. So, this is another thing. If during the next 14 days you decide this is not for you, just let me know. I'll give you a full refund. No scams here. We use Stripe and PayPal for our merchant accounts. They offer consumer protection guarantees. Absolutely no way for you to get ripped off here. The only way you can lose is if you don't click the button to join us now. Then you'd be ripping yourself off. You'd be ripping off, your future, your family's financial legacy for the future. Don't do that. Warning, you must join within 48 hours. I can't guarantee that we're going to stay at just $99 for much longer. In fact, I know in the future, very soon, we will be going, at a minimum, we will be going to a $99 a month continuity model, a subscription service, just to let you guys know. However, this fee is going to be one time. You'll register for that at a future time. We're going into a brand new marketing system that we put together. It costs about $250,000 to put together for you guys. It's going to be absolutely state-of-the-art, amazing real-time data tracking, tons of different options for capture pages. You'll be able to see all your leads real-time, see what they're purchasing and track to purchase. A lot of cool stuff in there and resources, even above and beyond what we currently have. So that has some hard costs. We have a team of developers and staff and a support center that we're paying. So we're actually going to be charging $99 a month for that in the future. You guys are going to get 30 days for free to test it out and to go out and make as much money as you want before you actually start getting charged for it, which is a pretty cool deal. So you watched all the way to this point. You want to build an online business that will set you free, and you know you're not going to find an opportunity to get this much for such a low investment anywhere else. And the reason for that is we could easily charge way more, but we don't. I would rather have you have all the resources you can to invest into yourself and your business so you can get success as fast as possible and not have any kind of, onerous fees or whatever just to pay us. We would rather have you succeed. Seize the opportunity today. Get on the exact system that changed my life and will change yours. We're going to hear from a few people right now that have had their lives changed. We're going to start off with Sean Malone. Him and his wife, Melissa, they were able to quit their jobs within 95 days of getting started. Sean was pretty skeptical when he first got started here, but he's obviously, he got over that pretty quick after answering a few questions, and then he's been able to just rock and roll since then, made multiple six figures online, traveled the world, pretty cool stuff. He wears a hat that says "Life is Beautiful." He's kind of a hippie, I guess.
Hippie.
You are. That's cool.
How you doing? Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah, good.
So guys, what's up? I'm Sean Malone. I'm part of the original power couple. My better half, Melissa, is the other half. And, I guess what I'd like to share with you tonight is I was totally brainwashed, right? I was brainwashed by corporate America. I was brainwashed by the traditional 9-to-5 being, told to me or taught to me when I was going through school and getting this education that like, hey, you got to play in the system. You can climb that corporate ladder and get to the top and then you're going to win. Well, that's the biggest scam there is, right? That is a scam out of this world scam. Corporate 9-to-5 is a joke. Why are you going to go to some place where someone tells you what to do, when you can go to lunch, or when you can go take a piss, for example? Gosh, you have to have a hall pass? Like, F that. That's what I'm going to say. So I was really, really, as you can tell, a little bit upset with my job, and my wife was too. And newlyweds, we wanted to build a really strong foundation with our relationship, and one of the biggest problems we had was time. We never had the time to spend that we wanted together, because my job, I was seeing my clients at nighttime and on the weekends. I was in the financial world. And Melissa, she ran a dentist's office, and so she was working the regular 9 to 5. So I'd work 9 to 5 in the office, and then I'd go out and have to see clients, and then she'd come home from work. I'd never get to spend the time with her. And she worked with some people that she wasn't really extremely happy with, right? So, so we were both miserable, and we were just at that point. And then that's right when Melissa saw the video on Facebook, and she's like, hey, we got to do this. We got to get in. And of course I was skeptical, because I've been burned on a couple of things before in my past. But I've been searching, right? I've been really pissed off with corporate life for a long time. And I'd spent a lot of money trying different things with no success. And it wasn't really until this new movement that was created by Coach Odom and Coach Brian and some of these other superstars here. It wasn't until this, it's totally different, right? It's not like anything that's been out there. It's state of the art. And really, it was a chance. And I was skeptical, maybe like you guys are right now, but it's worth $99. Like, you can find $99 anywhere. You can go blow it on a drink, or whatever you're gonna do. And so I spent $99, guaranteed it's back if it's not my thing. And I went through this training with my wife and I. We did it together. We're doing this as together as a couple, original power couple, obviously. And it works, guys. In the last 11 and a half, 12 months, we've actually cleared multiple 6 figures. And yes, I'm multiple. That's a big number. It's not as big as some. It's bigger than others. But again, our results may not be that typical. I will tell you that if you work, this works. That's what I'll tell you. So if you're not afraid of hard work, I challenge you to give it a shot. If you're looking for something different to do in your life, something new and innovative, learn a skill set that can teach you how to make money online, I challenge you to give this a shot, because it won't disappoint you. It hasn't disappointed us, and it hasn't disappointed all these other people on the panel. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and I guess there was a couple of questions. I don't know. I'll let Coach Odom answer those. But I'd like to introduce a young gentleman. His name is Chris, and he comes from the city of Sin, Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'd like Chris to come out and share a story, man. So, Chris.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. My name's Chris. I'm from Sin City, from Vegas. I actually technically live in Henderson, but everyone knows where Vegas is at. So, and it's all the same, right? We just gamble and like go to clubs all the time in Vegas, right? That's all that happens. Yeah, I've got involved with this online stuff through Sean, and he's like, Chris, you're brainwashed, I guess is what he was saying. And I was like, what are you talking about? Everything is great. I'm in corporate America and working my way up. I was working for a Fortune 41 company at the time, and he was like, hey, well, check this out. And I was like, that's ridiculous. And so I'm here 8 months later saying, this is ridiculous. I looked at, I don't know, you guys like watching for me, I looked at other stuff online and I still get a lot of different stuff online. Why I chose Team Phoenix is because they had by far the most complete online package that I've seen. And so you'll go through the process. I'll hopefully get to meet most of you and talk to some of you. I encourage people to do it because that means I have to explain less, and you also get to just learn for yourself what's available to you. And Odom himself, I think even Brian at times has thrown this out there, like, look, if you find a better offer, we'll pay you $1,000 to $5,000. Is that what you guys said? Look at Brian, big time play. He said 5,000. Odom's only doing 1,000. Where are you at, Odom? But anyway, whatever. $1,000 to $5,000, they'll just pay you if you find a better one. We mean it, because like we're online marketers. We're in this. They've tried multiple programs. So for me, that's I started with one prior to this and didn't make a penny, and I completely let that one go once I found this and just jumped 100% in. I've made all my money back doing this one. I even made all my money back paying the other ones, that other one, and it cost me $5,000. So yeah, just grateful to be here. Grateful to start with an all-inclusive system and program, because I didn't have any experience prior. So I didn't even know Facebook did ads before that, and before doing this 8 months ago. So I had a lot to learn, and these guys held my hand and listened to me complain at times and just work through stuff. So that's kind of my story. Corporate America guy. I got a degree and worked hard, and this just allowed me to work smarter and not harder. Now I'm in t-shirt and gym shorts, not suited up, and I work from wherever I want. I just got back from Hawaii for a week, so it's been great. Appreciate you guys. That's my story for tonight. Back to you, Sean.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Chris. You're funny, man. No, great story. Appreciate you. Next young lady I'd like to bring out on the panel. Her name's Kayla. She is a shooting star in our organization. She's, just come out and tell your story, girl. It's so good.
What's up, guys? I'm Kayla. I got started in this about 10.5 months ago. I'm from the dental field, and I had no prior experience. I just knew that I was really tired of reporting to a boss every single day. I was really tired of always, making somebody else a lot of money or having to request time off. I was always having to spend time away from my family and my friends, and I was sick of it. I had seen a lot of people do things online, but I had no idea how they were doing it. I knew it was possible. I knew there was a lot of scams out there, but I needed some direction, and I needed coaching, and I needed help. And basically, when I came across this and I heard the coaches on the panel before say that they're offering, mentorship and training and the exact step-by-step things to do to make a profit online, I jumped in. It was $99. It wasn't even, I didn't even hesitate at that point. You should do the same. We're offering an education for you and a mentorship, a coaching, somebody there to ask questions to, a team to support you and to mentor you and to make you feel like what you're doing is leading you somewhere. And it's an awesome opportunity to be a part of, and you don't have to report to a stable job to make a good life for yourself or to make yourself proud at the end of the day. So join the opportunity, get in on the coaching, try it out, see if you can pick up the ways of the internet, because that is where everything is going. So I hope to see you guys on there and take the chance, because no one's going to take it for you other than you. So I'm going to bring out Charlie if she would like to share her story. She got started about probably 6-7 months ago at this point. So go ahead and share your story, Charlie.
Thanks, Kayla. Hi guys, I'm Charlie. I am from a really small town in Alberta, Canada. Born and raised in a really small town. I know a lot of the panel here is from Canada, and they come from oil field and construction background. I can say that I'm not from that background, but I can say that my job at that point when I started this was affected by it by a lot. I'm a hairdresser. I still am a hairdresser by choice. With this opportunity, I got to take the chance to actually replace my income, almost quadrupled my income now. And I was able to quit my job a while back. I didn't quit my job in the sense that I really love what I do. The reason why I really got into hairdressing in the first place was that I wanted to help people feel better about themselves and actually give them that chance to be happy. And that was that thing for me that I joined in the sense of that. But with this opportunity, it was to the point where I saw one of Kayla's ads when I first started, and she was telling me about how she was 24 and topped out at her job. And I was just thinking, I'm 21 and I'm almost $35,000 in debt, making $1,500 a month. And that was not going to happen for me. Like that was not, I wasn't going to deal with that. And I know a lot of you say that you can't afford it right now. You don't have the money right now, but $99, guys. When I first started, I had negative $200 in my bank account. I literally used my last $100 to get into this. And I literally didn't have the money. I was taking money from the bank to do this. And that's when I first got started. It wasn't an option for me. At the point when I first started, I was 21, my boyfriend was 23, and we had just bought our first house together. And not even 6 months after we bought that house, he had a really good job that he had lost. With that being said, we almost lost the house. We were borrowing money from our grandparents and our parents, and I wasn't willing to do that anymore. So what I did, I signed up and I got started. I was extremely skeptical. You could probably ask Kayla a million questions just like I did. She gave me all the info that I really needed and gave me that push to really know that this was real and it was going to happen for me. And that's what I want for you guys. This isn't for us. This is for you. And I can say right now, when I first started, you have to put the work into it to actually make it happen. You can't just sit around and expect everything to be done for you. When I first started, I'm a procrastinator, so I didn't do shit with this when I first started. I was like, oh, this is going to work for me, whatever. And no, that's not how it's going to work. You have to put the time and your own work in. This is for you. This is going to be your own business, and it's going to be for yourself. You're going to invest in yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. And Kayla kind of gave me a kick in the ass and told me that I need to get going and get my shit started. So I did. And I got jumped into this, and look at me now. Like, I'm here. I'm talking to you live. I've got to meet some of these people. I've got to meet Kayla. She's my mentor. I got to meet Sean and Melissa. I got to meet Chris, and I eventually will get to meet most of these people. And I'm looking forward to meeting Curtis soon because he doesn't live very far away from me. So it's great to know that this community is behind you and everybody's here to support you. So you're never alone and you're never going to be left behind or struggling. So it's that chance to change your life. And we do say that it changed our lives, but it changes our lives in the point of we look at people differently, we look at money differently, we look at life differently, and we see it in a more beautiful way compared to most people that are miserable in their day-to-day job and they need something different. So if you guys want to change in your life, click that button, and we're all here to help you. So change your life, get it done, spend that $99. And if you can't afford that $99, go out and get that. And if he has an iPad at 4 years old that he doesn't need, go sell it. Make that $99 and get back into this to change your life. Invest in yourself today. Thanks, guys. I'll hand it back to Brandon.
Awesome, Charlie. Thanks. So we'll continue to introduce some people in just a second. I just wanted to answer a few questions while we go. So one of the questions was, are we selling products for us? We have multiple offers. You're actually going to see our core offer that you guys can plug into. Once you actually see it and understand it, one of the reasons people fail a lot when they try to get started online is they try to be like a general store. They try to like sell this stuff and use this traffic source here and this traffic source and do blogging and SEO and Facebook ads and blah, blah, blah. And it's too much, way too much stuff. You need to focus. And so we help you focus. And it just so happens we help you focus on the best freaking thing we've ever seen in terms of what you can run a campaign on. It's high ticket commissions. There's leverage involved, but you can make an amazing income just on your own efforts. Bonus money, a lot of cool stuff. High retail demand for the actual products themselves. There's a lot of stuff out there people get into and then sell just because there's an opportunity attached to it because they can make some money. That's not the way to build a great long-term stable asset. So we got you covered there. Let's see. With a guy was saying he's in Wealthy Affiliate for 5 months with no luck. Am I able to transfer my WordPress site to your program? So I just wanted to call these guys out. I typically don't bash different companies or people or gurus online or whatever. However, this company called Wealthy Affiliate is a piece of crap. And so I'll tell you what they do. And basically anything online, any kind of company or offline companies, MLMs, seminar programs, real estate things, whatever it is, if you basically type in Google this company followed by a scam or rip off or whatever, one of their sites is probably going to pop up, because what they teach their affiliates to do is to create these blog sites where they review companies and products and people, and basically tell them all, any people searching through that traffic, or searching through those keywords, landing on their sites thinking it's a real review, and all it is them saying, oh, well, this is a scam, this is a ripoff, they charge this, they do this. About 60 to 70% of the stuff is never even accurate. They don't even know what they don't even do the research, and they don't care. They just want the traffic, because again, like it's congruent traffic. Like they have a make money offer, so they're going to rank their website to get all this traffic from people like you that are trying to do your research, and you just don't know. You just don't know any difference on that. And so then you read through their little review site and then they say, oh, if you want something legit, check out this program. And it's their program. They charge you like $37 a month or whatever. And it's nothing. Obviously, that guy said he's been in it 5 months, didn't make any money. And I'm surprised he stuck with it for 5 months, because it's not a great deal. They're also facing a major lawsuit, and they'll be shut down pretty soon. So for defamation. So not a big deal. But yeah, I would get out of that. With currency you get paid in wherever you start your business. So we have a global opportunity. So if you start your business in Canada, even if you have US customers or Australian customers, Chinese customers, whatever, you're going to get paid in Canadian. If you start your business in the US and you're selling to Canadian customers or Europeans, you're still going to get paid in US. So that helps, because for product distribution, so we don't have people flooding one market and ignoring a bunch of others, just based on currency. So let's see what other questions we got. I'm ready to work. Good. How long is it reasonable time span when you'll start making money? Ashley's asking that. It really depends on your goals. So we'll have some people might come in, and you're going to fill out a questionnaire in the coaching material towards the beginning of that. That's going to lay out for us, or for your coach, what your income goals are, and what your resources are, what you're trying to do with this kind of thing, why you're doing this, what's your line in the sand moment, what has you so frustrated in life that you are willing to look and do, put some work into doing something else. What does your perfect day look like? Who are you going to be able to spend that with? What are your resources in time and money and capital to invest into your business? What's your marketing budget? Stuff like that. So you're going to go through that process, and then your coach, once you see all the information, all our coaching material, you'll see a lot of FAQs, and you'll see different options for how you can actually get your business going. Your coach is going to help you through that. Okay, so if you want to make money like yesterday, that's a specific action or set of actions you'll need to take, which takes a lot of time and some capital and investing into that. If you're looking to make money over a longer period of time, it's not going to necessarily be that as intense right away. You have more time to go through the training and take your time and do stuff like that. Okay, so it's going to vary. A reasonable time frame depends on what your goals are. I would say if you have a 12-month goal, you should be able to start making some money within your first 3 months. If you have a 60-day goal, you need to start making money like your first or second week. So it's just going to come down to what you're looking to do. Let's see here. Very curious but skeptical. Jump on in. What is the average of people that sign up but cancel before 14 days? About 18%. So this is the only, just so you guys know, the $99 is kind of a filtering mechanism. So this is not for everybody. This is a business. Again, we get people that come into this and they think they're going to push a button and money's going to flow into their bank account. Not how it works. So we have a lot of people that are kind of tire kickers. They're just curious, or some people that we just determined that this is not the right fit for them. Your coach is going to be able to work through that with you. Based on maybe your situation or your mindset. Maybe you're a toxic person. We're not going to allow you into the community. So for all those reasons, you know, about 1 in 5, this is not the right fit for. Are there additional costs after 99? Yep. Your business is always going to have costs. If you are in business, you have costs. You have business costs. There's a startup cost, but that varies. That's dependent on your goals. It's not an upsell for us. It's something that's for your business. However, it's not necessarily out of pocket. We're going to show you a method to actually, potentially, if you qualify for it, you'll actually be able to get started with nothing out of pocket and make money right away that you can put into advertising. And then that comes down to the second cost, which is advertising. If you are starting a business, you have to be prepared to acquire or pay to acquire customers. And you need to be able to do that in order to have a scalable business. If you are knocking on doors or you are prospecting people in coffee shops and all that kind of stuff, things that don't take time or don't take money but take time, there's only so much time in the day. There's only so many doors you can knock on. There's only so many people you can find, you know, to sell whatever it is you're selling. So you need to be able to actually do paid advertising. We show you how to do that, but how to do that at a profit, how to make money, how to make more money back in, you know, from the advertising you're putting in. This is funny. So you need to be prepared for that if you're starting a business. One of the people says, this sounds like AWOL. Sounds a lot like AWOL, but it's not. I will tell you, that's a training program that my original mentors put together. And our system is based off their consulting. So they have a training program with info products and funnel reviews, and it's some of the best in the entire industry, if not the best. However, what we have is more of a done-for-you system to help people get started and make some money with an opportunity in products as well, versus with that training you have to go out and you're still gonna have to find an offer, and you're still gonna have to do a lot of, you're gonna have to put the funnel and everything together yourself, which they walk you through step by step. It's great. However, it's gonna take it's gonna take a little more time to get the results you're looking for, versus here, you know, you can actually get results a lot faster, and then you can plug in with them and get additional training as well if you'd like. Okay, with that, I'm going to come back to more questions. I want to keep things rolling. Kayla, if you can introduce Curtis real quick, and then we'll pass it over to Brian. And
For sure. Curtis got started about, by like 6-7 months ago also, and has been able to, well, he could quit his job. He hasn't yet, but he's definitely probably tripled his income also. Come on out, Curtis, and share your story.
Thanks, Kayla. Hey guys, I'm Curtis Mumby. I'm from a small town in Saskatchewan called St. Brew. Got in here back in September under Kayla, and you know, I was at a rough point in my life when I got in here. I just kind of got my divorce finalized. I'm father of 4 boys and going through a nasty custody battle and everything all at the same time. So needless to say, paying child support, paying legal fees, working just a production manager job here. I didn't have a whole lot of expendable income at the time. In fact, I was in great amount of debt. But I mean, you just do what you got to do when an opportunity comes along that can change your life, right? I mean, I worked extra jobs. I did whatever I had to do to make this work and make everything in my life work. And that's all it takes to anything, is just being willing to make those short-term sacrifices for the long-term gain. And you know, I'm not sorry for anything that's happened in my life, because it's all, you know, gotten me to this point, and this opportunity, this group of people are just absolutely incredible. Completely changed my life around. I mean, you know, I'm maybe not as quick a results as some people, but you know, I'm 6-7 months in here, and you know, this month already, what are we, 6 days into the month, I've already made 1.5 times my monthly income from my full-time job in 6 days, you guys. Like, where else can you frickin' do that? It's absolutely incredible. I'm building something here that's going to change my kids' future, not just my own. You know, like, I've got 4 boys that I didn't have a prayer of being able to put through college if they want to go to college, if that's what they choose to do. Now, I mean, the sky's the limit. There is no limit. The sky isn't even the limit. So yeah, I mean, it's just jump in, take a look. If it's not for you, fine. But it very well could be, and it can change your life. It's changed everyone's life here, and you will not be sorry if you just take a look at it and put in the time and effort. You're going to succeed, and you'll have a blast doing it. And that's about all I got for tonight, guys. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Curtis. So Brian, if you want to come on out. Brian's living the life down in Cabo. He's Canadian, but he wanted to get a tan, so he likes living in warm places. Can't blame him. He's made over $500,000 online doing this in about a year. You know, disclaimer: results not typical. Not everybody comes in here and makes $500,000, but it's possible. You know.
What's up, guys? So first thing before I tell you all my story and all that jazz, Divine said something about that he tried something like this, spent $400, and that he doesn't want to make money fast, but he doesn't want to stay broke trying to do this either. And like the whole idea of starting this isn't to stay broke, right? Like that would pretty much defeat the entire purpose of this whole thing, would be getting into this just to make sure you're broke all the time, right? And so what we're trying to do here, and like what Sean was meaning by broke is a mindset, is that just by the way that you're thinking that if you try and do this, you're just going to stay broke, then you are exactly right. You're going to be broke. You'll forever be broke. If $99 is going to be a problem for you to pay, then clearly what you're doing now is not working, right? If $400 is too much to pay, and you don't have $400 extra, then clearly what you're doing is not working. Even if it was $10,000, if you don't have $10,000 extra dollars and you need brain surgery or something like that, you're still not good enough. Like, things are still not good enough. You're still struggling, right? And this is the whole point in this, and becoming your own boss, having to rely on a paycheck, making 30 bucks an hour, if you're making 30 bucks an hour, right? And then having someone control your life and potentially get laid off at any given time because the economy fails, right? You're relying on other people to create a life for you, right? To pay you money, an hourly wage. You don't want to be at work, but you don't want to sacrifice money to better yourself either. So it's like, what do you want with your life? Do you want to better your life, or do you want to just stay average, or hopefully that some, you know, lottery ticket you find on the ground is the winning ticket, right? Like, it doesn't, like, you need to really start thinking about your future and where you're going. And if what your future looks like, you know, let's say in your past, 10 years ago, you were doing what you're doing now, 10 years later, are you where you thought you were going to be? Most people probably say no, right? So for me, that was the exact case. I was in the oil field. I did that for 10 years. I thought I was doing the right thing. You know, everyone in Canada is basically, you know, like fresh out of high school. Oil fields where you go to make 100K right out the gate every year consistently, right? Problem is, it's not consistent. When the oil field decides to act up a little bit, as soon as the economy dips at all, the oil field is the first thing to be affected, and you're laid off. I've gone through 2 or 3 layoffs now, 2 or 3 oil field crashes, and the inconsistency is what ultimately fucked me, right? Like, I had a lot of money come in. A lot of money means a lot of bills, right? And then what happens? The oil field crashes, but my bills stay high and I'm still screwed, right? So I needed to get into something that was a little more stable, that I could create, that I determined what my income was. I didn't have a cap on how much I could make every month. I didn't have someone basing like the economy and whether I have a job or not, right? They're not going to tell you. They're just going to be like, hey, just so you know, the economy crashed. See you later. Bye. Good luck to you and your family, right? It's not really safe, right? What's safe is taking your life into your own hands, like we've tried to offer you now. And like, some people are like, $99, I don't know, I can't come up with $99. Yes, you can though, right? I was down to $200 in my bank account. I had already invested $40,000 into this industry. Divine only, like you said, you paid $400. The first 7 months I was in this industry, I spent $40,000 trying to crack the code on how this whole thing works, right? Did I necessarily want to do that, right? The whole goal wasn't to be broke the whole time. I didn't want to lose that $40,000, but I knew if that's what it took for me to be successful, then that's exactly what I was going to have to do, right? I'm not afraid to spend money to get to the, you know, the bigger picture, because I know 5 years of sticking with something like this versus 5 years at a job, I'm going to be 20 years further ahead doing this than I would be at my job, right? So when Brandon came up to me and approached me with this specific offer, I was down to $200, living in a foreign country in Costa Rica, and I didn't, like, what did I have to lose? I have $200. I have 15 days to pay rent, which was $800. Well, I was like, I don't have enough money either way. I'm screwed, so I may as well continue trying, right? There's no point giving up now, because if I give up now, then it's the end of the game, and I'm going home and I got to ask mom for money, and I'm not doing that. So I got plugged into this, and basically, what was it, 4 days later, I turned 200 into 15,000, and now I've gone over to make $500,000 in 1 year. If I stayed at the job or went back to the oil field for the last year, I would have worked 16 hours a day roughly, and I would still only have made probably $100,000, right? So obviously, you know, having something where you have no cap on what you can make is going to be a lot more beneficial to your future. Now, what did you say? I'm not a worker, so it's hard for me to keep a job. The only job now, I barely do anything because I don't function as a normal person, but I can't go on welfare, so I'm stuck trying to live in a society that I don't fit in. No one wants to stay average, and I think about my future all the time. I've gone on some of your Facebook pages and see y'all making videos, very inspiring. Awesome, Divine. Like, here's the thing, is like, the way you're thinking is like you're not good enough to be successful, right? Everyone goes through that point in their life where they're like, man, I don't know if I'm good enough and cut out to be able to be successful in this world. I dropped out in grade 11, thought I was going to be a failure. That's what all my teachers told me. Went on to make 100K in the oil field first year in, did 10 years like that, and then came in to make over $500,000 in 1 year, and basically completely annihilated a doctor's salary without any education, right? So believe me, you can be a complete moron. I'm living proof that you can be a moron and still be successful, as long as you got work ethic and you have something driving you. And for me, it was all the failure that I had, right? Getting down to that $200 and looking at my kid and being like, what the fuck am I gonna do? My kid is gonna look at me like a failure. I can't even put food on the table. I never wanna get back into that situation again. Whereas some people will dwell on that and fail harder, and other people will use that as fuel to their fire to continue pushing forward and become successful. That's the only difference between me and you, right? So
I just like to say, Brian, you're not as dumb as you look.
no, I'm not. I know I have tattoos and stuff. Those were some dumb decisions, but I still love them. But yeah, it's true, man. I mean, I'm not like the smartest guy. As you can hear my kids screaming in the background. This is what I live for, right? But with that being said, I'll let Jesse's kids come screaming in the background on his end. Jesse's my one of my very first guys to ever come into this system, and he has absolutely slayed this industry. No computer experience at all. Has recently passed me in commissions, and has, you know, quit the job in the oil field, lives at home with his family, and is living life. So Jesse, if you want to come out here.
Thanks, Brian. It's been a pleasure working with you guys. Gotta say, couldn't have done it without you, Brandon, Sean, all these guys on the panel. They've all been a huge inspiration in my life and my business. Look up to you guys all. Super grateful. And like Brian said, I knew nothing about computers. I knew nothing about making money online. I knew nothing about sales when I got into this. I came from the oil patch industry in Alberta. All I knew before this, I jumped into the oil and gas industry right out of high school. That's what all the cool kids did in Alberta. And it was a quick way to jump into a good paying job, start making a living. I did the right things, got married, bought a house, had kids, and all of a sudden the economy started to shit the bed on us, and we didn't know where to go. I didn't lose my job, but I took heavy pay cuts. Life was a little rough for the first for a few months, almost a year. And when I found this, I was just looking to find something to supplement the lost income that I lost from my job in the oil patch. Looking to make like an extra $1,000 to $1,500 a month. That's all I wanted out of this. I had the work ethic to get me from where I was to learn what I had to do from the people who had the results that I was looking to achieve. And like, I was blown away by what I was actually able to do. Within 2.5 months of signing up, I quit my job, quit the oil patch, got out of there as fast as I could. My 3rd month, I had a 5-figure month, and since then it's just been like climbing really, really high to amounts that most people don't even believe. I've actually had to dumb down my income to help people believe it, and I've had the banks asking me if this is all true shit. I've had the banks accusing me of money laundering. Like it's just been a crazy ride, and it's all just due to the people who are willing to help you become the best version of yourself possible. And like being able to do it with my family. I'm at home 7 days a week with my wife and my 2 kids. We just wake up every single morning, 7 days a week, and I look at my wife and I'm like, "Hey, what do you want to do today?" And we just do whatever the hell we want to do. It's a crazy life. Like, I was in Orlando for a mastermind in February. I'm going to Vegas at the end of April, going to Hawaii, taking my family on a trip to Hawaii. That's kind of been our dream destination forever. Taking the trip to Hawaii, taking the family on a trip to Hawaii like the day after we get home from Vegas. And then now I was actually talking about going to Mexico at the end of May, just this morning. That was kind of an idea that came up. So we're like, that's all stuff that we never would have been able to do before. But because we've built a business that basically runs itself, make money while you sleep, and do it from wherever the hell you want to do it from. All you need is an internet connection and a shitload of ambition, and you can make this happen for yourself too. The other side of that $99 is where the magic really happens. So I really encourage you, if you're thinking about it, just just do it. And you'll be really surprised at what you can actually achieve. And like the self-development, I could go on for hours about this. The self-development that comes along with it is just like phenomenal. I've completely 360 degrees from what I used to be to what I am now. Totally different person in a good way. People actually like to be around me now, which is a nice change. So that being said, I want to bring out my rock star, Mr. Mike Martin. He's spent his life in the car sales industry. Once he tells you how many cars he would have had to sell at a dealership in order to make the money that he's making in a month now, you're going to be blown away and you're just going to jump right in. So that being said, peace, guys. Talk to you guys later.
Right on, Jesse, man. It's always a pleasure to hear you, buddy. Yeah, man, you're an inspiration to me, Brian, Brandon, all you guys, Sean and Melissa. Everyone's been so great in this industry. It's unreal. So you guys, yeah, like Jesse said, I come from the car industry, originally from Port St. John, BC. Moved to Kelowna about 2 years ago now. And the reason why I moved to Kelowna was because at the time I was in the oil patch because my dad sold his dealership. So I went into the oil patch for 4 years, and the oil patch died the first time. And then, so basically, I had my car sales experience and my sales experience. So I jumped in the car. I came down to Kelowna. I got a job selling cars in Penticton, which is about a half an hour from Kelowna, BC here. And I moved the family up. We bought a house. Everything was going good. And then the oil patch crashed the second time. So basically what happened was my commissions on cars was basically depleting every single month. So if everyone, you know, so basically I was making $800 a car or a truck, and then it went down to $500, and then it went down to $400, and then it went down to $200. And that's when I started looking for something else. So I came across Jesse's ad on Facebook, and me and Jesse talked, you know, for quite a bit. And, you know, he was super warm, super grateful for everything that was going on in this industry. And, you know, I jumped in, and, it's been, you know, a crazy ride, just like Jesse explained. You know, to be in here is basically, it's a dream come true. You know, I've always wanted to own my own business. Before I had my first child, when I was 19, I actually was living in Kelowna, in business school, because I was, you know, planning on taking over my dad's business, but that didn't happen. He just sold. But you know, the thing of it is crazy things happen when you guys step out of your comfort zone. And, you know, when you take that fear and you basically throw it in the garbage and you step into something, you know, that maybe you're a little skeptical, right? So, you know, the first thing is, yeah, you're skeptical. But the reason why you're feeling skeptical is because in a way, it's kind of scaring you, because you know, it's out of your ordinary. You know, it's just like Sean said, you know, the world has taught us, you know, to do, you know, two things. That's go to school, go to college, get a degree, and work the rest of your life for $20, $25, you know, an hour, $20, $25 an hour. And do what? You know, and then go on pension. And then what are you going to be? A freaking Walmart greeter, you know, for the rest of your life after you get a pension? And stand there because you need extra money because your pension is not paying you enough to pay your bills, and you have nothing, right? So that's the thing, you guys, is we all took this chance on this opportunity. And, you know, all of us sitting on this panel, it's guaranteed, and thousands other people in this community has changed their life entirely. So, you know, like Jesse said, how many cars would it took for me to make my income in March? I would have had to sold, what did I work it out to? 98 cars and trucks. 98. Like that, it just doesn't happen. There's no way anyone could do it. So the thing of it is, you guys, is that if you still have that orange button sitting in front of you, click it and come in here, check it out. You know, our training is unbelievable. You know, you get to see everything that goes on behind the scenes, and, you know, you guys will never look back. I guarantee you that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Well, Mike, thanks. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. We already went quite a bit over time. I just want to let you guys know I'm dropping my Facebook in the post here up top. So if you guys need to get the link after we log off, I think we'll just end it there. I don't see any other questions. We're basically answering them as we went along there. All it takes is jumping in. Like I said, there's money back guarantee. If you think this is not for you, that's cool. Hold on, one last thing. So I'm banking on the integrity. You should have learned as an officer. To leave officer pay on this is big of a risk, is insane to me as an E4. So this guy's in the military. He's an E4 specialist in the Army, I would assume. Or, you know, whatever, senior airman or something like that. Yeah, so I'm making probably about 7 times what I used to make as a captain. So it's pretty good, cool deal. So you can figure that out. I also have one of my former platoon sergeants doing this with me. He was retiring from the Army, wanted to get into something online. We have other officers, active duty and retired enlisted guys, people in the Canadian forces as well. So like, it doesn't matter whether you're active duty, whether you're, you know, this is one of the things. If you are military, there isn't really many opportunities for you guys to create an income outside of the Army or the military. It's very hard to, like, you can't work a separate job. You actually have to get your commander's permission if you're enlisted and you want to work a separate job or something, and he can just deny it. Oh, and by the way, like, you have to give that up if you get deployed or you go off for training or whatever. So building a business online is about the only way you can really dramatically increase your income while you're in. And I'd recommend to absolutely everybody in the military, because you deserve to get paid more. You deserve to be able to, when you're done with your service, to be able to build a lifestyle that you want and not have to just scrape by when you're, you know, broken and you've given up your best years in service. So, you know, definitely do jump on board. You know, like I said, there's no risk. With that, we're going to jump off. Appreciate you guys sticking with us to the end. Congratulations to everybody that got started. And go ahead and book your coaching call. Make sure you go through the coaching material. If you lost the link, you should have it in your email. If you don't have it in your email, shoot one of us a message. Shoot me a message. I'll get back to you within 24 hours, and we will get you going, okay? Welcome to the team. Have a good night.